Hey everyone, it's Sensei Victoria Whitfield from naturalintuition.com. I'm your business Reiki Master, and I'm happy to welcome you back to episode 35 of the Journeypreneur Podcast, your source for channeled holistic stress management techniques, guidance, inspiration, and motivation on your path to rapid financial ascension as a conscious entrepreneur. All right, so the title of this podcast episode is Sticky Focus. So I have got a major case of ADD right now. Oh my goodness, I was just speaking to someone who, just lit me up and got me so excited for live. They were also really cute, so I'm like, oh, I'm so distracted and inspired, and I'm like, my mind is going in a million different directions. But it was a meeting, so I'm in the middle of my workday here and thinking to myself, oh my gosh, how the heck am I going to find my way back to being productive and being focused again? Has this happened to you? Maybe you've seen something on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or YouTube or even in passing where you're walking around or someone showed you something and it just didn't knock you off your unicorn, but in fact, it put you on your unicorn, and so you're galloping away. As a creative person, this is a very real dilemma that we have, right? As conscious entrepreneurs, when we're vibrating high and we're turning on, yes, in all ways, it's tough when we're at the workplace to stay focused. Hello, ADD, ADHD. Yay! And my goodness, I wanted to share with you something that helped to get me not off my magical, excited unicorn, but helped me put the reins back on her so that we can gallop in the direction of where I'm trying to go in this workday. And it's something very simple. It's called sticky focus. Sticky focus. Now, this is something that I was inspired to bring into my life and adopt after I watched a YouTube video of one of the wonderful, awesome trainings around how to be successful and what's working in business from Russell Brunson and his team. And the particular video that I'm talking about that I believe every single entrepreneur or wantrepreneur, right, or business owner of any kind that's interested in growing should watch is the video where they say what we learned after we made our first $100 million. That was such a powerful panel to sit with. They had the camera and you're sitting with Russell and his entire team of all of what their main takeaways of what really helped them make it and continue to grow by leaps and bounds. And this is a very, very, very simple technique that one of the members of his board offered up when it was his time to share what his main takeaway was that really helped while they were growing the company to their first $100 million. So, and it's this idea of before you open up any device, he said, before I open up any device to do anything, I get a sticky note and I write down on the sticky note what I'm about to do, right? Could be one thing, no more than 3 things, but that's it. Preferably one thing per sticky note. And when you open up the device, whether it's the laptop, the desktop, the tablet, the phone, the whatever you're opening up to then again go to work, you have that sticky note to keep you focused on this is what I wanted to do. Because here's the thing. I mean, I'm recording on my iPhone right now. I have a laptop nearby. There's a tablet somewhere here in my home office is where I'm at right now. And my goodness, these are distraction machines. These are distraction machines. So you got to be kind to yourself and reel it in. And how do we reel it in? This I've found, and it's, gosh, what is it, May? Now, since I implemented it this year, I've been able to get so much more done with this one simple thing. Now, I've done it wrong, and I've done it right. And the way to do it wrong is to have a sticky note where you write a list. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm the list mistress. I love lists. I want to empty like a pile of lists onto my bed and roll around in them. I'm so excited to make lists and cross them off. I'll even go and find old lists to check and see if there hasn't been something crossed off, and I'll just cross off even if it's been like forever after. It's so satisfying, right? All of that serotonin burst that you get from crossing things off of lists. Maybe it's a problem, but whatever, it's me. I accept myself as I am. So don't do it. Don't make a list on your sticky note. That's where it's going to turn into trouble. The other way to not do this correctly, the other way to make this a disaster, is to not do the thing on your sticky note, because then they pile up. I remember speaking to my oldest brother, who's awesome. George, I love you. So he's got his PhD from MIT, and he makes applications, and he's like just this brilliant guy. And we were talking about productivity and the things that we're creating and working on. And at one point he said that his entire wall was covered in sticky notes. And I'm like, no, bro! No, oh no! Right? He's been taken down into like the sticky note abyss. This is not the purpose of sticky notes. There, you want to put one thing, do it, and then have the satisfaction not of crossing it off. I mean, you could if you want, if that's your thing, but have the satisfaction of destroying the sticky note. Like, really enjoy the heck out of it. If you want to crumple it up and then throw it out, or you want to tear it in half and dispose of it, or I don't know, you want to safely light it on fire or something, right? Or recycle it or compost it, whatever you're going to do. But enjoy destroying that sticky note, because that's the end of the task. So I call this sticky focus. And with my team, as well as with my private clients, I suggest this to them. And at first, people have a laugh like, oh, ho, 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 that's so funny. It's a sticky note and it's sticky focus, blah, blah, blah. But when they do it, it's a whole nother story. You will surprise yourself how much more focused you are if before you open up all the technology, or before you open up the newspaper, or before you open up everything, write what you intend to do first. Being more intentional is essential. And no, don't write it on technology. Don't write it on technology, because there is a physical kinesthetic satisfaction that comes when you get to destroy the thing, right? You get to really slay your task list because you've made it physical. Now, this episode is dedicated to all of my entrepreneurs out there, my conscious entrepreneurs who have ADD, ADHD, who have a good time trying to focus, especially in the middle of their workday, and especially who tend to run higher energy, right? Such as myself. I mean, it can be a lot of fun. I do what I love, and I'm surrounded by a lot of people that I love, and I love a lot about my life. So having a lot of good can actually be a lot. It can really be a lot of good to deal with. And this is one of the ways to help you to continue to move forward, even if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed or overloaded. With that being said, I'm going to get to my next sticky focus, which is going to be so happy getting to run a credit card. So I just wanted to turn this over to you. Do you have a hard time getting and staying focused or maintaining your high momentum? If so, go ahead on over to naturalintuition.com, click on the contact button, hop on my calendar. Let's talk about how we can work together and support you in that. I'm not a productivity expert. I'm an energy expert. very, very different. So I'm not going to be the one who's like showing you how to organize your office. I have some amazing world-class referrals for that. But that's not me. My expertise is behind your energy, the way that you show up at work, and making sure that you are vibrating high and continuing in a peak state. So I hope this serves. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's podcast. Sending you so much love and wishes for your abundance. Like, just in this moment, I am affirming proactively your wealth, health, and love is on the increase. If only just for today, we are believing, one day at a time, we are believing that your wealth, health, and love is on the increase. And so it is. Right? So please enjoy the journey. Make sure you do not lose your glow as you grow in life and business. We will see you in the next episode. Mwah! Thank you for hitting that share, like, and subscribe button. Thank you for all your support, and we'll see you in the next podcast episode. Bye for now.